Most hated opinions. Back with some more of this industry politics. I haven't been covering the Tory and Meg case because there's a lot of sides being picked. A lot of people picking sides. A lot of biases is showing. Like there's people that's ignoring facts because it's not like fitting with they bias. Like if you believe, like it's groups that believe that Tory shot Meg. So it don't matter what they hear during the case. They believe Tory shot Meg, so they not changing they belief. They not even listening to logic or motherfucking any evidence or proof that shows something other than that. You got other people that believe that Kelsey shot Meg. So they don't give a fuck about what you say in contrary to Kelsey shot Meg. Like, if it's not information that falls along them lines, then they not gonna even believe it. You feel me? And then you got the people, the dumb people that believe Meg shot herself. We could address those people first. The people that believe that Meg shot herself, there was 5 shots. So I don't think that Meg would shoot at herself 5 times. Like you see, but like I said, people that got that bias that oh, Meg's a liar, I don't give a fuck what she say, they gonna believe dumb shit and say dumb shit and ignore logical shit. So you got people out there that believe Meg shot herself, dumb motherfuckers. If it was 5 shots, how does she shoot herself 5 times? She shot at herself 5 times, and all 5 shots bounced around her feet, and that's how the bullet fragments got in her feet, because she shot around herself 5 times. That don't make no sense. Even if you want to put it into her and Kelsey was fighting over the gun. If you fighting over the gun with somebody and the gun goes off 5 times, that's still not Meg shooting herself 5 times, right? As long as we establish that Meg didn't shoot herself. We just gonna try to work from a place of logic, right? Alright. So we got rid of the people that believe Meg shot herself. That's not an option no more. I hope y'all with me. Meg didn't shoot herself, right? Alright. So that leaves the driver, the bodyguard. No. I think the driver is the bodyguard. Alright, it's these 3 and the 4th person. So that leaves the driver, that leaves Kelsey, and that leaves Tory. Alright. So the stories that's been hitting the internet and from the case is that Kelsey gave deposition testimony in September, and now that the case is going on, she's either recanting the shit she said in September, or she's saying she doesn't remember the shit she said in September, or she's saying that the shit she said in September was lies. Basically, she doesn't want the September deposition or the September testimony that she gave to be used in any way. She's saying that majority of it, if not the entire thing, is lies, right? We don't have a side from Tory. So we only have Tory's lawyers saying, oh, there's been speculations that Kelsey was the one that shot Meg, right? So right now, all we got is Kelsey's words from September and Kelsey's words from now saying that everything in September was a lie. All right. So we're going to go this way. Hold on. Let's go this way with it real quick. All right. We got James Queeley. I guess this is somebody at the trial who's been there. He said most of the Kelsey Harris tape has been played. Cliff Notes thread. She says Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion. The tape that they talking about is the 80-minute tape from September. The deposition testimony that she gave in September that she's trying to recant and say that it was all lies and majority of it, if not the entirety of it, shouldn't be believed. So they played the tape, and this is what's on the tape. She says Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion. She says Tory physically assaulted her by pulling and dragging on her hair. She says there was a convo with Lanez about money, but never an explicit bribe offer, right? This is what was played. All right. So we got let's start from down here. I think that's how it goes. This is oldest. So we're gonna go. Let me start up here. Fuck it. There's probably 15 to 20 minutes left to play in the afternoon session. Also of note, Kelsey seems to paint the argument in the car between Lanez and Megan as much more about their careers than about who slept with who, which has come up a lot at Try. On the tape, Kelsey also vented her frustrations that Megan didn't protect her in the initial press statements and left her thrown to the wolves. Rumors that she was the person who shot Meg. That's what Kelsey was mad about. That Megan didn't protect her or come to her defense when the rumors started coming out that she shot Meg. But the main point is the tape is Kelsey being very clear and direct on what she saw that night and who shot who, as opposed to her litany of I don't remembers on the stand this week. I'm going to have a longer, whatever the case may be. All right. So, with that, we got the day 4. This is the surgeon. Surgeon Dr. Lee Hirano, he corroborated his report on the surgery he performed on both of Megan Thee Stallion's feet in 2020. He also confirmed that there are still foreign metallic bodies in her feet today. So this is the doctor saying he did do surgery, he did take metal pieces of bullet fragments out her feet, and that there's still bullet fragments in her feet. So this is for all the people that don't believe Meg was shot or shot at and the bullets bounced and hit her feet, whatever. She has bullet fragments in her feet, and the doctor pulled some from her feet. So she was shot or shot at, whatever technicality I want to use. She was shot at, whatever. A gun was fired, and pieces of the bullet is in Megan's feet till this day. Whatever you want to take from that, right? So the question is, why did Kelsey go from telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in her deposition testimony to saying, I forgot and I lied and a lot of stuff I said was lies and this, that, and the third? Now, like I said, I don't give a fuck about nobody involved. So I'm going to give you my shit from just outside looking in, not giving a fuck about a Megan, a Kelsey, or a Tory, right? All right, here we go. The reason Kelsey would take back what she said is because of the payment of her lawyer. There's been questions about how Kelsey paid for her lawyer. There was a bribe. They said something about a bribe. And then it wasn't no money. Tory Lanez about. There was a convo with Lanez about money, but never explicit bribe offer. All right. So now, listen to this logic. Before Tory paid for her lawyer, she went to that deposition with another lawyer. That lawyer said it's in your best interest to tell your part so they don't implicate you as the shooter. So that's why she told the truth. Everything she said at the deposition, everything that she's trying to turn around and say is a lie, was actually the truth. Everything she said was the truth. Now, the reason she's saying now, all of that was lies and it wasn't the truth, because Tory paid for her lawyer. Tory paid for her lawyer after she thought she was implicated as being the shooter. Now, the reason that I think why she got scared and took Tory's offer to pay for the lawyer is because they was fighting over the gun. I believe They was fighting over the gun because Meg was beating her ass. They fought. Meg and Kelsey fought. Kelsey got mad after they fought. She went back to the car, got the gun. Tory like, chill, chill, chill. Grabbing the gun from her. Shots go off while the gun is in the possession of both of them. While the gun is in possession of both of them, Kelsey like, fuck that. This bitch ain't gonna pull my fucking hair out, break my fucking nails, pop my chain, and think she could just fucking sit at the bus stop and wait for a fucking bus. She goes back to the car. She tries to air Meg out. Tory's like, chill. They fighting over it. He's trying to put the gun. The gun's going off while they fighting over the gun. So it's possession. Both of them have possession of the gun. That's the only reason that makes logical sense as to why she would take his offer to pay for the lawyer. Because if they didn't fight over the gun and she has no parts in this as far as shooting Meg, why would you take him up on his offer for the lawyer? You did nothing wrong. If you and Meg was fighting and then y'all get into it, it's over. You get dragged back in the car because you said Tory physically assaulted her. He was pulling and dragging on her hair, pulled her back in the car. So if he pulled and dragged you back in the car, he did all of this. Why would you take him up on an offer for him to pay for your lawyer? The only thing that makes sense is that they was fighting over the gun. If you wanna be real technical, but only other logical possibility is that she took hush money. That Tory said, hey yo, this shit is about to get crazy. I'll give you such and such amount of money. She took the money and then she had to turn around and lie about what she said because she took the money. One way paints Kelsey as the shooter. The other way paints Tory as the shooter. And he paid Kelsey to be quiet about it. Either way, Meg was shot by Kelsey or Tory. Now, the question I want to ask is, if Tory shot her, but he gets off on a technicality, not proving that he didn't shoot her, just saying that Kelsey muddied the waters so much that nobody could really tell without a shadow of a doubt that Tory really did it. So if Tory gets off on a technicality and not because he's innocent, does that count? Does it count? If Tory gets off, they say not guilty due to lack of evidence or not guilty due to the jury can't figure out who's lying because of Kelsey. Does that count? All right, another question. If it comes out to find out, if everybody finds out that Kelsey was the one that shot Meg, how do we look at Meg? Because Meg said Tory shot her, right? So if Meg is blaming the shooting on Tory to protect her friend, how do we look at Meg? Those are the questions I want to know. If Kelsey's the shooter and Meg knew that Kelsey was the shooter the whole time, she basically tried to get Tory put away for 22 years to protect her friend. If Tory's the shooter, but he gets away on a technicality because Kelsey muddied the waters and made it put the shadow of a doubt in the air, does Tory still get jacked like he didn't shoot her? Or does he get jacked like he beat the system? These are just questions I want to know. Like I said, I don't got no dog in the fight. I don't give a fuck about no Megan, no Tory, or no Kelsey. But when niggas get to having their own mindset where they start ignoring shit, then we never gonna get to the point where, oh, what are we doing this for? Is it to find out who shot Meg? Or is it to make sure that Tory don't go down? Because I'm starting to get confused. I thought it was to find out who shot Meg. But now we're starting to feel like, oh, let's just see if Tory could get away on a technicality. But, hey, We gonna leave that shit right there. Most hated opinions. I'm out this bitch.